Different guns have different lengths. Bigger is not always better. By far the best thing to have out if you're trying to stay hidden in a corner is a grenade, which is even shorter than a knife due to the character model's stance when holding it. SMGs and even a few rifles are very short as well, while sniper rifles and suppressed weapons are among the longest. For a full list, please check the description of the video. Let's look at some spots and see what we can get away with. To scientifically test this, my friend will wriggle about like an idiot whilst holding dangerous firearms. Let's start with this dreaded corner on Inferno. What can we get away with here? This is, of course, dependent on where the enemy is. If I stand in this area here, you can see that the AWP is clearly visible. Heck, even the P2000 is if the weapon bearer is stood in the right, or should I say, wrong, angle. The Famas and below, however, are too short to be seen. And this raises an important point. The angle that you're facing in the corner matters a lot. The M4A4 is clearly visible if the weapon bearer faces about 45 degrees from the wall, but if he moves his crosshair to the end of the wall, it's concealed. In fact, doing so allows you to conceal everything up to the G3SG1. It's only the SSG08 and AWP that are long enough to poke through the wall, meaning that you can happily stand in this spot with any other weapon and stay hidden while still being able to defend it properly. While we're here, it's worth pointing out that looking directly up while in this area will poke your gun's nozzle through the floor. Play and look where you would normally and there's no chance of this happening. Actually, let's try this spot as well, which is one that I haven't ever tried too much because I've always assumed that I can be seen from here. However, with the recent vac waves, it may be worth considering again. And with most weapons, it is. If a keen-eyed sniper is to stand at this corner, looking where he normally would, he's able to spot a player standing here unless they're equipped with a grenade or MP9, facing directly at the corner of the wall. That being said, it's incredibly hard to spot anything below a knife in this spot, with the exception of the P90, which stood out like a sore thumb. You see, it's not just about where the enemy is stood, or where the player is, or the angle that they're at. It's also to do with the character model with certain weapons, and unfortunately, the P90 sticks out to the side a bit more, making it terrible if you're hiding behind corners to the left of you. It does, however, make it better if the wall's to your right. How about that? If a sniper's on the other side, you get a lot more options. Some gun barrels stick around the corner, but even if they do, the weapon ledge conceals even the M4A4. It's a bit risky, but hey, it's a risky position. If you want to be safe from both sides while stood in this corner, have a grenade out. It doesn't matter if you have it equipped or ready to throw, the character model is the same. Jumping over to Mirage, what about this old chestnut here? I can't be bothered to go into all of the variations, so if you're staring at the corner and don't mind the weapon being seen through this gap here, you can use anything up to an M4A1S, which is handy for CTs, but remember that you have to be looking directly at the end of the wall for this to work, or else this happens. Funnily enough, the longest weapon you can use without it being seen at all is the M4A1 without the suppressor. The M4A4 therefore is also fine. And finally, this spot on Dust2. You think that you have enough space for anything, but the AWP just sticks through the wall enough to be seen. Any other weapon will be fine at the right angle. I'm sure there are many more exciting corners that need studying for this sort of stuff, but I can't think of them right now. Let me know in the comments and I'll do a follow-up video if I deem them worthwhile. I'll throw in a click point or two for good suggestions. Thank you.